the FTD trap, why Asia's operators and affiliates must rebuild around VIP lifetime value.
I love the last question from Jenny about the biggest challenge for operators, I believe, is the retention. And this is why I want to talk about the trap of the FTDs. Most of the operators, they have account manager to talk to affiliates, and the first question is always about how many FTDs you can bring to us. Maybe this question comes because they get bonus on FTDs. But then the deals in Asia, since first I'm Davolin, sorry, I have been in the industry for 20 years, and the last 10 years in Asia. And I started in 2016, and I saw how the Asian market has moved. Now, always the deals in Asia are based on revenue share, meaning on the NGR. But they always want to know how many FTDs you can bring. But that FTDs doesn't have value for me, it's only the revenue share. Now, if I bring 200 FTDs a month to an operator, I need to be sure his retention is good, because as an affiliate, we always have multiple operators. So we can see how many, the statistic of each one of the operators. So with a short term, they destroy the long-term partnership, because if the retention is not good as the competitors, so the deal based on revenue share is not that good. Now, what did I see the last 10 years in Asia? The boom. In 2016, you have more agents. Asians bring players to the operators. They use their white label. They bring affiliates after that, meaning we have moved from Asian to affiliates. But the affiliates was very local and is a network. They work together. So Vietnamese bring the traffic to the Vietnamese operators. After 5 years, I thought that affiliates from outside of Asia came to bring traffic to the operators in Asia. Operators outside of Asia also start to target Asia. Now, the boom has managed to have very fast deal. First, we have the SEO, media buying, and other type of traffic like social media coming up. So in 2020, very fast deals without necessarily the proper knowledge. And this is also why he has break the deals. The operators in Europe has a clear view of their database, and the affiliate from Europe has more technology to bring traffic. But the operators in Asia didn't give the right database for the affiliates to understand clearly the deposit GGR, NGR, and understand how they can make more money, because we are on a revenue share deal. And the revenue share deal is based on the NGR. So with the time frame, the affiliate has lost the trust, because you don't understand the calculation, you don't have access to CPM, CPC, CPL, CPA conversion rate, and that has break the trust between operators, Asian, and affiliates. So now they're moving out a little, coming back with social media, and also I will say in Asia, we need to have the proper knowledge of the industry and understand what is. I cannot go to an operator and ask him his CPC, but they don't track the CPC, or they don't track the CPL, or they don't have a technology for post-back for media buying. So if we don't have transparency, it's very hard to have a long-term deal. I'm going quickly, so we have maybe time to have questions. Now, for me, the new model should be a transparency on the database you provide, on the GGR and GAR you provide, but also you have to start to make different type of deal. Not only revenue share, but hybrid deal based on CPA and revenue share. Why? Because both sides can take the risk. Usually affiliates are already ready to get paid after you make money. But if the retention is not here, that breaks the deal. So a clear NGR. Also, you have to understand that you have issue with carryover. Some brands does carryover, some doesn't do the carryover. Now, if I'm an operator and you have big winners, they're usually going to remove this player from the database of the affiliate, which I understand because they want to do the balance. But when the time that player has become break-even, back to zero, they should be back into the database of the affiliate, which usually doesn't apply to them. Now, as an affiliate, you can bring 2,500 players in a year to an operator, but if after 2 or 3 years you have only 50 players there and your deal is on revenue share, which one is fair for operators or for affiliates? So of course, database is very important because the technology is coming. And after is your retention with the VIP player. If you have player who bring 10,000 or 30,000 on NGR every month, why they disappear on the affiliate platform? So that we still have 5 minutes, but for me, the goal is to have affiliates who work for long term. Of course, in Asia, the problem is when Vietnamese bring traffic to Vietnamese at the time, after 3 or 4 years or 5 years, they make enough money and they do another job because it's too risky. But affiliates around the world became big companies, and I think there is a gap for everyone to have a long-term partnership. I think that's it. So that gives me 5 minutes for people if you have questions. If we have a micro here, it would be nice.
So what do you think is actually causing this break in trust? You're saying the platform is breaking the trust of the affiliates by taking away the paying players, and the affiliates are only on revenue share. So why exactly do you think the platforms are breaking that trust? Is it just a margin issue, or the platforms just don't care?
So one, they don't have the technology. Two, they don't have the knowledge to understand when the account manager make a deal with the affiliate, he should understand what kind of players you're going to have. So if he starts his deal with like, we give you 50%, and then after 6 months or a year, he says, but you have to bring 3 affiliates minimum or 10 affiliates a month. But they don't do their retention. So me as an affiliate, I don't want to send you more players because I'm losing when I compare with the other operators I'm working with. So one, they don't have the vocabulary between them because usually it's Asian people, Western from different countries. So you have maybe a missing translation and understanding on the real deal you have to do. This is why the best is always CPA plus hybrid. Then don't forget some operators went up, went down, close. Then they get bought and they come back to the affiliate and say, can we restart? I say, okay, but maybe you have 8 months that you didn't pay me. So pay me first and then we work together. So all this little stuff break the trust between them. Before, we used to end up in the KTV together. So that is also a way to make the trust. But then, sometimes they don't show up here, like in a Western world. So it's hard to be in touch with affiliates, junkets, or operators. If I answer to your question. Yeah.
Does that answer your question?
Operators are here or only affiliates?
Hang on a second. Do we have a follow-up question?
Let me think through the question.
Oh, okay. He's going to think through the question. Does anybody else have a question? Anyone?
No one? We still have 2 minutes.
This gentleman's, I love this. You're thinking about, okay, we're going for a follow-up question here.
So there's a lot of multi-tenanting of the players the affiliates bring in. So the same players playing on Casino Plus are playing on Bigo Plus, and the affiliates is just driving the same player all across the board. Also, retention is typically not great in this industry. And the last thing is, I mean, yes, there are some VIP players, but as you said, you bring in 5 players, you have 50 players at the end of the period. So doesn't that just seem like the business itself is dying? Like, is that not what it means? Because the margins are getting eroded.
So also operators now try to avoid to pay too much by building their own SEO or marketing traffic. Do they don't like affiliate? Maybe. They don't even, like you say, yeah, which game they play. For affiliates, we need to understand, okay, what my players are playing, what kind of games, so I can bring the content better. And now with influencer is even more important, because when they do videos and explain this kind of game and so on, they need to understand what kind of players they bring. Live casino, sport, or a slot machine. Well, 3 different ones. Then for the VIP, at the beginning, I tried to bring maximum of traffic, but then some of operators give too much bonus. So the over bonus, the bonus seeker, and then I focus only on VIP. But VIP costs a lot of money for operators. If they have a win, then your carryover goes down. You don't make money for 2 or 3 months. To get back $100,000 take times. But then they remove this VIP player, which is the only one who can bring back that money. So for affiliate became difficult. Why operators did that, I'm not sure yet. Why they don't more focus on retention and the long-term partnership. Hopefully it will come to the time, because they're going to have the technology soon. Thank you for the question and the support. I'm on time, yeah? Good?
Yes, fantastic. Do we have any other questions? No, sorry, I missed my cue. Dov, you've done an amazing job. This gentleman, can we have a round of applause, please, for Dov? We've been speaking all morning, and I'm sure he won't mind me saying the pair of us are both jet-lagged. And I have to say, you've done an incredible job with your presentation this morning.